In this video, I'm going to share with you a single tip that helped a business increase its gross profit margin by 12.5%. They went from 30% to 42.5% as a result of this one piece of advice. Are you being duped by rebates? You might be wondering, duped by rebates, but isn't rebates a good thing when you're getting money back, getting cash back after you've purchased a certain amount of product or supply from somebody you do business with? I was in a finance meeting the other day where we were looking at the margin on a product for a new client and going, the amount of margin that you're creating from selling your product is too low. They should be making significantly more. To give you a sense of how much margin they're making, for every dollar in revenue they generate, they're paying around about 70 cents in the dollar in just their product. So if they were, for example, which they aren't, a kitchen supply business, and let's say they sell dinner plates and forks, just to buy the dinner plate or the fork was costing them 70 cents in every dollar that they were selling. That is an extraordinarily high amount of money. We posed the question, do you get rebates or do you get discounts? And the gentleman said, I get rebates from my supplier. And then we posed the question, what's the rebate? Oh, I get 2 or 3% cash back off my payment at the end of the month. So if they've got to pay a supplier, and it's a very big supplier for them, over $100,000, they might only have to pay $97,000 of that. So he saves $3,000 in cash. We posed the question, do you have any alternatives where the client wouldn't know any different? There's no perceived qualitative difference, but you couldn't get a rebate, but you might get something more powerful, e.g. a discount. And the light bulb went off in his head. He goes, yeah, there's places where it's the exact same quality and I know I can get it for a better price and they'd be willing to discount on volume way beyond the 2 or 3%. So this gentleman was getting sucked into the rebate culture going, I don't have to fork over as much cash when I pay their invoice, but why not just decrease the invoice to begin with by 15, 20%? We did this simple exercise of going, okay, how much of your supply of what the product you sell comes from that supplier? And he goes, it's around about 50%. And we worked out that getting that 50% purchased from somewhere else at a better price via discounting is gonna increase their margin by around about 12.5%. That's how significant the discount is that they're gonna get on this range of products relative to what they're currently getting. If it was the entire product base, if you're doing the maths correctly, that would result in about a 25% improvement. That would take the margin that we were talking about before of 30% to 55%, a lot more appealing for that business. Now this gentleman is not dumb, he's not stupid, he knows what he's doing in running his business. But by his own admission, he'd been so focused on the rebate side that he forgot about this treasure chest of discounts or better pricing on the other side. Today, I'm going to pose to you a simple question. Are there suppliers you're getting rebates from, where if you really challenge the total price that you pay on the product versus what you could get from an alternate supplier of the exact same quality, are you getting the best deal you possibly can? Or are you blinded or enticed by the cash you save when you pay the invoice, being the rebate?